Hey Librans, welcome to this channel. This is your monthly reading for August. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising sign. And if you want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. Send me an email to schedule a reading. Now let's see what's coming through for you. Libra, sun, moon, and rising. Libra. Libra. All right, so Libra, this will be a Celtic cross. Let me show you the cards. Libra. Okay, center of the reading you have Temperance, crossed by King of Wands. All right, subconscious is Queen of Pentacles. Past position you have Eight of Swords. Ego position, conscious position, you have King of Swords. No wonder. Okay. Immediate future, Six of Cups. And advice card for the month of August is Emperor. And environment, you have Ten of Cups. And opportunities, Seven of Wands. And final outcome card for the month of August is Four of Pentacles, and Five of Wands is on the back of the deck. So you have all kinds of experiences coming through. On the one hand, you have Five of Wands and Seven of Wands. This is the energy of conflicts. Okay, it could be, when I said conflicts, it doesn't have to be about communication. It could be other things like conflicting ideas in your own mind. It could be that you are coming across something like, it could also be a busy period for some of you. So it could be that you are coming across, maybe your plate is full, you are doing different things, So it may have something to do with time management, your schedules, things like that. So that's what I am seeing here. That's what I'm seeing here for you, but we will come back to it. So yeah, Five of Wands is on the back of the deck. This is the overall, what I want to say is the overall energy of the month of August. By the way, in August, we will be in the energy of Star and also Strength card. Okay. So Star card has Star has to do with self-care, contemplation, self-reflection, and also silence. Star is about accessing, connecting with our own, with ourselves, and practicing silence, some kind of spiritual practice, so we can access our own intuition. That's what Star energy is. And Strength card is all about coming from that place of inner strength. So like I always say, it doesn't have to be about how much you are, how much we are working on, like how much we have on our plate. It's all about how we are doing something. If we are going through things like stressed out and feeling overwhelmed, anxious, then that's not a good use of our time, our energy. So if it feels like it's a busy period and you have several things to take care of, then it's also about making yourself stronger, physically, mentally, emotionally. So the one thing that, yes, Emperor is your advice card for August. And with Emperor and Seven of Wands and all these cards, it feels like, yes, it's going to be a little bit busier. So it could be physically, like maybe you are something to do with your task and daily duties and things like that. On the other hand, it could also be responsibilities. It could be mentally and emotionally you are busy, something like that. But whatever the case may be, Emperor is reminding you to um, it's important to focus on your daily routine, how you are spending, time management, resource management is what this energy is. So yeah, discipline, commitment, a structure, coming up with a structure, a daily routine. Routine always help us get things done because we don't have to think about it, right? So routine makes it easy for us to flow from one thing to the next without uh, yeah, without thinking too much about things. So yeah, that's your advice card. So going into the month of August, know how, maybe think about planning your days, your schedules, come up with a structure, and also it's important to stay more like discipline, commitment is also important, and taking care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally is also important. So making yourself stronger so you can handle the busy, that is important. Okay, like for instance today, so I'm reading this, so now it's like 10 o'clock in the night. So because in the morning I was taking care of other things, and then I also wanted to spend some time with my friend, and then I took care of some chores, and so I did. So I was like, okay, you know what? I did a lot. So let me just go to bed. But then I was like, no, I want to finish all my August readings before the end of the month. So that's what I'm talking about. It's all about remaining flexible. It's not about, it's taking care of everything that you want to do, but also making time for things that are things that are important. This is important for me. So, and I enjoy doing this reading, so it's not like a something that I have to do. This is something that I want to do. So yes. So is some kind of like organization, structure, discipline, commitment, staying more organized on top of your priorities is what this energy is about. At the same time, you also want to, focus on your physical, mental, and emotional strength, making yourself stronger so you can handle whatever, life brings you. Yeah, life has in store for you. All right, so Five of Wands, this is where you are coming across different things. Like this could be all the things. This is scattered energy, and this is on the back of the deck, Libra. Okay, so it could be something that you may not be consciously aware of, but something that you need to be conscious of in order to make sure that you are going through the month in a smooth way, and not and you don't want to let anything fall through the cracks, something important. So yeah, it could be that you are taking up different things this month, so it could be something to do with your personal life, your personal life, or it could be your professional life, or it could be you taking up a creative project. It could be something that you want to learn. So this is scattered energy. So you are at different places doing different things, and so before saying yes to things mindlessly, it's important to just make sure that if this is something that you really want to do, if this you have time, energy, what is more important, things like that. So maybe like if somebody comes to you and if they want you to help them with something, then maybe before making promises, before making any commitments, just maybe think about it. Otherwise it will be difficult for you. Seven of Wands is here, is where you are rushing through things. Maybe there is a deadline, maybe there is something that you want to complete, and this is where you are rushing through things. So something to be mindful of. And also it feels like you might also come across something unexpected. Okay, it's important to take care of things as and when they pop up. So things are not getting, piled up. So because if later in the month, if you also come across something unexpected, then it will be really difficult for you to now, take care of everything. So yeah, so just be aware of your schedules, your routine, and things like that, because you also want to make time for you. That is also important. Okay, so subconscious, you have Queen of Pentacles. Now Queen of Pentacles is the subconscious energy, so this is something that you are seeking, Libra. And Queen of Pentacles energy is all about self-care. It could be that this is the month when you just want to stay home. However, in your external, you have things to do. You also have responsibilities. And so there is that's also when that's also what I was talking about when I said conflict. So internally, you want, this is what you are seeking. Self care. It could be that you just want to take care of yourself. You want to be peaceful. You want to uh, focus on like something something that is nurturing, nourishing, something that's important for you, something that's close to your heart. But you have other things coming up now that needs your attention too. So yeah, that's the conflicts I was talking about. So there is a disconnect. Okay, because in the conscious position you have King of Swords, and King of Swords and Queen of Pentacles is different energies. This is feminine energy and this is masculine energy. This is where this is an action orient, like, yeah, goal oriented, action oriented month. And you also have King of Wands here. So all power players are here, Libra. And you also have Temperance. So something new is on the horizon. It could be a new environment. It could be you taking up a new project. It could be collaboration, partnerships, working a team environment, working with others, exchanging ideas and coming up with something new, experimenting with things, learning. So yeah, looks like a new environment. So when I said new environment, it could be networking, meeting, something to do with your business if you are self-employed, or for some it could be career related. um, yeah, like it could be that you are taking up a new job, or for some of you it could be something to do with relationships. Your social circle is picking up speed. And however, this is what you want to do, you just want to hide, stay home. But this is if this is your social circle, like you are mingling with others. So, well, everything is possible, nothing is impossible, right? So it's all about creating that sense of balance, and that's exactly what Temperance is about. And Queen of Pentacles is very this energy has to do with balance, very grounded. This is where you are focusing on the beauty that is already around you. It could be that you are something that's close to your heart, something that's important. It could be home and family, people you love. It could also be self-care, you taking care of yourself and focusing on something that you want to grow and nurture. On the other hand, you are feeling protective. Yes, feeling protective towards something or someone here, Libra. So, for some, it may have something to do with your home, your family, or it could be a project that you are working on, or it could be protect something to do with protection is coming through very strongly for you guys. So it could be that you are protecting yourself. Um, it could be is there a need for you to protect yourself? That is also, that is something that you want to ask yourself. It could be protecting your energy, protecting your space, but it also has to do with speaking up, being assertive, asking for what you want, and standing up for what you believe is right, you know. So that's what's coming through here for some of you. Being your own counsel, standing up for, advocating for yourself, standing up for what you believe is right. Maybe a situation that you are coming across demands that. All right, so yes, so that is something to be mindful of, protecting your energy, setting boundaries, setting some strong boundaries here. Um, you know, also, so it's important to know what our boundaries are, and then it's also about communicating our expectations, setting expectations, and communication. That's exactly what's coming through here for you. This is where you are taking, you are saying no. You, for some, like I will come back to that card, okay? All right. So yes, we were here. So Queen of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing is this is a fertile period. By that, what I mean is this has to do with growth. Uh, so it could also be that Libra, in your external environment, whatever it is that you are coming across, like the people you are meeting, the conversations you are having, the situations you are coming across, the opportunities that you are coming across, it's actually leading to growth. Okay, but we want to also make sure how we are navigating these situations, because sometimes we want to make sure that what kind of choices and decisions we are making, so we can move in the right direction, and make the right decisions, things like that. Abundance, yeah. Queen of Pentacles, with this it feels like your finance is, there is growth when it comes to money and finance. There is growth, and this also tells me that you have what you need. You already have what you need. You lack nothing. So yeah. So this is also where you are practicing gratitude, you are being appreciative, and you are being thankful, for what you already have. So there is a strong need for you to focus on your inner world. So if that is not something that you are doing now, then going into the month of August, know how can you stay more in touch with your own yourself, your own higher self. It's about being aware of what's going on in the body, taking care of yourself. If there is anything you need, it could be rest, it could be healthy, watching your diet, it could be your environment, um, things like that. And peace and harmony is what this energy is. So how can you stay more peaceful, calm, and regardless of what's happening, if something like this is happening where it's a little bit stressful, know how can you stay more calm and peaceful. So yeah, your inner world colors, our inner world colors our outer experiences. So if we are feeling that sense of inner stability, security, calm and peace and harmony, then regardless of what happens in our external, we will be able to handle them beautifully without feeling overwhelmed or anxious, So that's where the focus needs to be. So don't worry about the external. And yeah, so if you are struggling to get something done, just be aware like what is happening. Okay, maybe you don't have to. That's what I'm seeing. Patience. So temperance is in the center of the reading, Libra. This has to do with again balance, patience, and This is reminding you to create that sense of balance, and that's exactly it goes with this energy here. Okay, and however, King of Wands is crossing it. So you have been patient all this time, and now all of a sudden you are losing your patience, Libra. Something like that is happening. Okay, so not sure how this is playing out in your own personal life. Um, so that's what I'm getting. You have been patient, but now something else is taking over, you know. So you have Six of Cups. So Six of Cups is where you are connecting with someone. And King of Wands is here, Emperor is here. You have a lot of code cards. All these are code cards. So this is your energy. It could be your energy, Libra, Aquarius, or it could be another air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And this is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. And this is Aries. And this is also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius. Okay. So on the other hand, what I'm also getting is, yeah, temperance is also where you are, it's something to do with your social circle is now expanding. Expansion and growth is what this energy is. Okay, so yeah, it could be that you are connecting with new people, you are coming across new opportunities, you're exchanging ideas and experimenting with new things. So it may have something to do with your business, your career, learning from each other. Yes, and then you have King of Wands. King of Wands is a card of leadership, yeah, and you have all the leadership cards here. So this is where you are making things happen, getting things done is what I want to say. So yes, with this energy here, Libra, the tendency is to do everything by yourself, because that's the energy of this King of Wands. So it could mean, taking initiatives, taking ownership, taking responsibility, and instead of waiting for someone to do their part, you are just rolling up your sleeves and doing what needs to be done. And so, yeah, it could be. Yes, so just be aware of that, Libra, because is even though that's a beautiful energy because it has to do with leadership and everything. However, that can also be very exhausting. So just be aware of that tendency when you just jump right in and take the want to take care of everything by yourself. Just be aware because that can lead to exhaustion and you know stressful situations. So just be aware of that. And on the on the other hand, uh, this is also the month where you are staying more organized. It may have something to do with your documentation, like documents, like your financial papers, something to do with if you are self-employed, so it could also be your something to do with your business, all the legal matters that you have to take care of. It could be something to do with approvals, things like that. So if there is something, looks like this month you are taking care of something strenuous, something tedious. It may have something to do with your home because home is in the environment here, something to do with relationships, or it may have something to do with your career, your professional life. So yeah, it looks like it's a lot, but you are getting things done here with all these king cards and the queen. Looks like you are getting things done, even though it's a little bit exhausting. So you want to like take good care of yourself so you can handle whatever this is beautifully. A King of Swords here is a card of determination. So this is you going through whatever you are coming across, um, with a sense of like, you know what you want. This is clarity, um, and clear thinking, and this is where you are determined and you know what is it that you want, and you are, so that is like half the battle won, right? Because if we don't know what we want, then it will be like we will be like all over the place. So this is where you know what you want, and then you are organized, you are on top of your priorities, you are getting things done. You are Yeah, it also has something to do with communication and things like that. So you are in your power this month. So in the external, what I'm seeing is masculine energy, but this is the energy you are embodying, feminine energy. So that's how you are feeling, but you are at the same time, you are taking care of all these masculine cards here, all the king cards here tells me that there is something, this has something to do with your professional life, um, your responsibilities, a daily task, things like that. All right, Six of Cups is in the immediate future. This is where you are connecting with someone, and the environment you have 10 of Cups. So this is you. It could be your home environment. It could be wherever you are. It could be your work environment. Things are peaceful, is what I'm seeing. Calm, peace. It could also be that you are with people who you can easily connect with, who makes you feel like home. So yeah, a celebration is what this energy is, Libra. It could be that you are joining a new group, and you are coming across people, um, who have different ideas about things, different beliefs. So that's an interesting mix, is what I'm seeing here. You have air, fire, earth, fire, air. What is missing is cups, but you have this, and you also have 6 of Cups. So this is all the elements are here, Libra. Fire, air, earth, and water, all elements are present here. So this is magician's energy, meaning whatever, like I told you in the beginning, whatever it is that you need, you have it. It could be support, it could be resources, it could be time, it could be energy. Okay, so inspiration. So everything is there. Now it's up to you what you want to, how you want to utilize this energy. So all the ingredients are there. Now it's time for you to then cook something with it, make something delicious out of these ingredients. So yes, so 6 of Cups is in the immediate future. So something to do with a connection, and 10 of Cups is happiness, joy, peace, everything that our heart wants and wish for. Dreams coming true, home, harmony in relationships. So you have King of Wands here. So you have all these. So I'm not sure who this person is. It could be something to do with um, yeah, siblings. It could be friendships. It could be children. So because this is home and family, it could be that if you have children, it could be that you guys are maybe you taking a vacation, doing something together. There is a celebration happening. So it could be anniversaries, birthdays, something like that, graduation. Yes, someone is reaching out, or it could be you reaching out to someone here. On the other hand, this is also appreciation, recognition, someone appreciating your efforts. Isn't that wonderful? So that's amazing. All right. And in the past position, you have 8 of Swords. So this could be the energy of July. So, however, this is in the past position. So that's wonderful because this is the energy that you are moving into. So from this to this, look at the progress here. So, Eight of Swords here is you doubting yourself, Libra. You like it's like you don't know what to do kind of energy. It could be that there are certain things that you want to do, or the way you want to be, um, but maybe um, the reality is something else, maybe. So this is like you in your mind and doubting yourself, and questioning what's happening and things like that. But this is a foggy mind. This is also our something to do with our thoughts, something to do with our mind. And mind sometimes comes up with stories, and we don't always want to go with these stories, because it may not be true. So whatever is happening, I'm reading this on in so today is what, 23rd July 23rd. So if you are I will publish it tomorrow. So if you are watching it this month, and if you find yourself in this energy, like this is like feeling that sense of that feeling, the feeling that you are stuck, overthinking, a foggy mind, things are not clear, you don't know what to expect, um, the path is not clear, things like that. So know that this is just a phase, things are opening up for you. See, this from this you are moving into this. So the energy is shifting, Libra, and you want to trust yourself, have confidence, and know that if you are coming across some confusion, that is okay too. You don't want to struggle to find the clarity. Just sit with the confusion and hang tight is what I want to say. And this is also the time when you don't want to make any choice, any important decisions. Instead, this is about um, just remember to take care of yourself, um, because you are not ready for thoughts here. Sometimes we are not ready for thoughts. Sometimes when I am in my head and I am like thinking, worrying, anxious, then I tell myself, okay, you know what, Nimi, just drop it. You are not ready for these thoughts in this moment. So maybe think about just step outside, go for a walk, have a glass of water, watch something nice like a rom-com or something in Netflix. And then when you are back in your when you are feeling that when you are out of this confusing energy, then you will find some new ideas, new insights on how to handle certain things. And sometimes when we are out of that energy, we will also realize that, oh, you know what, that was just a waste of time, my time, and this is not an issue at all. So sometimes it feels like, when certain things happen, it feels like, oh, that's the end of the world. How am I going to figure things out? How am I going to take care of things and things like that? But it's just a temporary, that something to do with energetic, something to do with our energy. When we get out of that energy, then things are again rainbows and unicorns. So that's what I'm saying, Libra. If you are in this energy, what I want to say is, have patience, hang in tight, and be kind to yourself. Don't struggle to find the clarity. Instead, all you need to do is just take good care of yourself, watching your diet, staying hydrated, and go to a spa, get a massage done, and listen to some soft music, go for a walk, talk to a friend, things like that. Just focus on these basic things, and soon you will be out of that energy. Okay. It's about honoring our own emotions. It's not about rejecting whatever it is that we are feeling and struggling to be happy, but it's about, understanding, realizing that, okay, this is how I am feeling now, and this is okay too. Yeah. All right. In the ego position, you have King of Swords. King of Swords and King of Wands both has to do with mind. Um, you know, so that's okay too. But this is where you are getting things done, staying more organized, and um, not getting distracted, staying focused, and completing things. Good news is coming, Libra. 10 of Cups in the environment is good news. Okay, this is your in the position of your opportunities. 7 of Wands here, and with 5 of Wands. So the cards are reminding you, be proactive, and pay attention to what needs your attention. Meaning, just know what needs your attention, Libra. It may have something to do with a doctor appointment. It could be paying your bills. It could be something to do with your children, maybe something to do with their admission or something they need help with. Or it could be your job situation, like maybe there is something that you need to take care of. So maybe think about writing things down so you don't forget, first of all, so you can stay organized and go through your day in a calm way. But this also has to do with something unexpected that you are coming across. So it could be someone's opinions, expectations, their judgments, criticism is what this energy is. However, be okay with criticism. Yeah, if there is something that you are coming across like criticism, judgments, or something that is not sitting well with you, it's important to it's important to pause, because it could be that you are only seeing things from the surface and the complete picture is not there. Maybe the complete information is not there. So what I want to say is, do not go by someone's suggestions, their advices, things like that. you know so yeah, like for instance, if someone is asking you to do something, you also want to find out if this is going to be what's best for you, is something that you want to think about. So if this is going to work out for you, if this is right for you, and if this aligns with whatever it is that you want to experience, things like that. So it's important to say no when something doesn't feel right. So that's what you are doing here, saying no. On the other hand, it also has to do with asking for time to think about things, because maybe when you pause and when you think about things, maybe you will be able to see that situation from a different light, from a different perspective. And so whether it's going to be, so discernment is important. It's extremely important this month. Discern what is right and what is not. I mean, right and wrongs are subjective. I'm talking about you here. So what's going to be best for you? Okay. Yeah, and don't go by people's opinions. And if you are coming across criticism, it's important to know whether it's constructive information or whether it's just useless crap. Okay, so yeah, if it's constructive, Libra, use it, apply it to make improvements. If it is not, then it's just someone's opinion, and you don't want to spend your time and energy worrying about it. Okay. On the other hand, it may also have something else, Libra. It could be an organization you are dealing with. For instance, if you are starting a business or something, it may have something to do with approvals, rules, regulations, their policies, paperwork, things like that. So and you might also have to this is it may have something to do with disagreements, arguments, or it also has to do with you over explaining things. So it could be again your personal life, your relationships, or it may have something to do with professional life. So this is where you are over explaining, you are struggling to make someone understand your point of view. um, it could also be you proving yourself, or trying to make someone understand your point of view here. So just know, like if it's a struggle, then maybe it's not meant to be. Do you have to struggle? So it's all depends upon the situation, who they are, what is the situation all about. So it's, yeah, again, discernment is important. How you want to spend your time, your energy, is you know is important to know. And then you are ending the month with Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles and Seven of Wands may have something to do with your health. This is also exhaustion. So if you are exhausted, just know how you want to take care of yourself. You have Queen of Pentacles in the subconscious. So this could mean staying away from conversations and environment that is just not worth your time, your energy. Okay. And yeah, so this is what's happening. So boundaries is what I'm seeing with both these cards. Setting boundaries, you holding back, not sharing. Again, Libra, it has to do with situation. If this is your person, sorry about that, something happened. Interruptions. So yeah, if this is your personal life, Libra, then we holding back is not the solution, is what my humble opinion is. Because when we hold back, then the people cannot read our mind. They won't know what we want, what we need. And it's also not healthy in relationships. But it could also be, something to do with your environment. Maybe this is like where you are pushing people away. It could be that you just want to spend time in your own zone, in your own space, focus on that, something that's important for you. And yeah, on the other hand, you are keeping something to do with emotions, you are keeping things to yourself, you are not sharing, you are not letting anyone know. So that is also something that's coming through. On the other hand, yes, something to do with protection here. It could be that you are protecting, it could be that you are protecting yourself, Libra. You don't want to get hurt. It may have something to do with past experiences. So you are, holding back. Something to do with, ideas, your own ideas, beliefs, your principles, your values, where you are coming from. So that may also have something to do with this situation here, that you have your own ideas about things and your own beliefs, and you are sticking to them, it feels like. So something that I want to remind you, this is where you are sticking to your own decisions, your ideas, your beliefs, your values and principles. On the other hand, it's also important to know something to do with flexibility, temperance here. This is extremes, So, um, so it's important to know what the situation demands, in which area do you want to be a little bit flexible, and where do you want to stick to your own plans, your own decisions. That is also important, because that is, it's all about trusting yourself, having confidence, and your own vision, things like that. When that's what happens when you stick to your own decision. That means you are confident, that means you are what is it that you are doing, what you want, and something to do with your plans, things like that. So this is but the card is reminding you, so if it's too much, then it sometimes we also have to be a little bit flexible, adjusting. And that's what I'm seeing here with temperance, adjusting, flexibility, adapting, things like that. So it all depends upon the situation where you are, what the situation demands. So something to do with your health is also coming through. This could be you taking up, like you going to gym, taking care of your health, something physically strenuous. This is know how much you are doing though. This could mean extremes. Temperance, it could be that one day you are trying all the machines in the gym, and next day you are cheating. Next day you just don't want to go to the gym. So extremes is what I'm seeing here. So how can you create and then maintain that balance? Consistency is the key, and so know how much you are taking on. So whatever it is that you are doing, Libra, when it comes to your health, it may have something to do with diet, physical exercise, whatever it is that you are doing. Remember not to overdo things. So having some kind of balance is important. The energy is reminding you, be prepared, do your research beforehand. So when it comes to important meetings, presentations, interviews, things like that, do your research beforehand so you don't have to worry about things at the last moment. These two cards are the foundational energy. You focusing on your foundation, meaning you focusing on strengthening your foundation, strengthening your commitments, um, and focusing on the basics, meaning your inner world, your health and wellness. In your relationship, this also has to do with open communication, staying open to different perspectives, different way of doing things. That flexibility is what I am seeing when it comes to your relationship. If it's not there, then maybe that's what the card is reminding you with the Emperor card. Staying open to what you are coming across. It could be different perspectives, different way of doing things. That will make things much, much easier for you. Remember, in August, we will be in the energy of strength. So strength is all about inner strength, coming from that place of inner strength, which is all about having the strength to confront our fears, our challenges, and go through these, go through the everyday life with calm, peace, and harmony. So Libra, this month it's extremely important to know what is it that you want. Okay, looks like that clarity is lacking in July. This is a past energy. But going into the month, going into August, you want to know like exactly be very clear about what you want. So so you can then stick to what you want. Okay, otherwise you will get distracted, so just be aware of that. But then I also was talking about flexibility so it's discernment is important. Maybe there is something better, so we want to also be open to new things. Okay, yeah, easy does it, Libra, this month. Easy does it. Okay, take it easy. Okay, so yeah, star energy, again, we will be in the energy of star in August, and star energy has to do with release, cleansing, healing, self-reflection, and that's exactly what this energy is also about. Cleansing, healing. So it could be, again, maybe that could be the reason why you are setting boundaries here. Yeah, for some, this may have something to do with congestion, inflammation, sinus issues. So if you are feeling that sense of heaviness, it could also be like headaches, chest pain, back aches, things like that. So if you are feeling that aches and pain and, congestion, something like that, it may have something to do with stress related health issues. But it's also important not to ignore these things, and getting a checkup done is important. So you can just get that out of the way, instead of waiting for the last moment, waiting for something to become a bigger issue. Something to do with your finance. This is where you are telling me that you are in the midst of abundance and prosperity, but this is where you are being frugal. It could be that regardless of, sometimes, even though sometimes it's about spending your money in a responsible way, Libra. um, Yeah, maybe that's a struggle. So yeah, it could be that you are saving up and maybe there is something important coming up. So like a vacation or something like that. Yeah. Being frugal, spending your money wisely. And this is also where you are also careful of where you are spending your time, your energy. Again, you are holding back. On the 6th of August, Mars moves into the sign of Libra. Okay, so Mars is here, my dear. It's in your chart. Okay, Aries is, Aries is ruled by Mars. So Mars in Libra is all about action oriented, boundaries, because that's what Aries energy is all about. So that's how you are going to be. You are an Aries this month. So by that, what I mean is, yes, setting boundaries. This is about speaking your mind, because your sign Libra is all about balance and different perspectives. Uh, Being diplomatic and seeing things from all angles. So that is a reason why it's difficult for us to make decisions, because we see all possibilities, we see all perspectives, so it's not then possible for us to make up our mind, right? So that's the reason why Libra is known for their indecisiveness. But what I want to say is, it's not about you can't make decisions. It's about you. It's not that you are confused. It's just that you are considering your options, right? So that's what I see it. That's how I see it. Yeah, and Mars is all about drive, passion, aggression is also what that energy is, and I am seeing that here. So this could mean speaking up, being assertive, being direct in your communication. You are not beating around the bushes, you are straightforward. So yeah, it's about being honest and transparent about your own emotions, how you are feeling about things, what you want, things like that. So that's what I'm seeing there for you. And then on the 9th of August, there is the full moon happening in the sign of Aquarius. And Aquarius, okay, so in August, we will be in Leo season. This could also be Leo energy coming through for you. So, and full moon is happening in Aquarius. Aquarius is opposite sign. Leo and Aquarius are opposite signs. So, Leo energy has to do with self, for our dreams, our goals, what is good for us, things like that. But Aquarius is collective. The humanitarian, Aquarius has to do with humanitarian efforts, things like that. So Aquarius is the other, Leo is the self. Now, the full moon in Aquarius is all about full moon, sun in Leo, moon in Aquarius. This energy has to do with finding that balance. How can we honor ourselves, like honor our own needs, our own individual needs, and but at the same time work harmoniously in a group. So that's the challenge, and that's what I'm seeing here. This is you setting some boundaries, but at the same time this is harmonious energy, a group environment. So it could be family, home and family situation, personal life, or it could be your work life. So, and then on the same day, Mars in Libra opposes Saturn and Neptune in Aries. So this is that is tension, and that's what I'm seeing here. So just be aware of this energy and know how you want to navigate that situation. And on the 11th of August, Mercury goes direct. Now Mercury is retrograde now. Mercury is a communication planet. So it has to do with communication, information technology, and things like that. When it's in retrograde, we might come across some communication challenges, technical issues, slowdowns, delays, things like that. But on the 11th, it's going direct. So that means misunderstandings will clear out. This could mean having conversations. We will come across some new information. Delays will disappear and things will start moving forward. So that's nice. That's happening on the 11th. And on the same day, Saturn sextiles Uranus. Now, Saturn is what this energy is actually. Saturn is a tough taskmaster, a disciplinarian, and Saturn has to do with commitment. And Uranus energy is unconventional thinking, revolutionary ideas. And that's what I'm seeing here. This is your advice card for the month of August, and it's very strange that this card came through because Mars is going to be in your sign in August, and Mars is the ruling planet of Aries. You see the connection. So maybe in August the energy is reminding you to be like Aries or work with your Aries is your opposite sign, by the way. So this may have something to do with working with the opposite, finding a way to work with the opposites, meaning maybe there is value in the opposite. It could be accepting the differences. It could be staying open to a different way of doing things, different ideas. On the other hand, this is also about being your own counsel, sticking to your own decision. So that is the challenge that I'm seeing here. But Saturn sextiles Uranus is harmonious energy, meaning this is supportive. So whatever ideas you are coming up with, revolutionary ideas that you are coming up with, this is you being creative, inventive, new ideas, exploring new way of doing things. Saturn is supporting that energy. So that's great, because that would mean things going smoothly for you. Okay. And then on the 22nd, Sun moves into the sign of Virgo. So the energy is shifting. And that's Virgo is earth energy, and that's when we will feel that sense of that we will feel inspired to stay more organized. We will focus on our health. Leo energy is also about health, vitality, things like that. So it could mean being practical about things and going over all those practical matters when it comes to our personal life, business, documentation, banking and finance and things like that. So on the 23rd, new moon in Virgo is happening, and Pluto sextiles Saturn and Neptune on the same day. So this has to do with raising our consciousness, meaning we will suddenly come across a new realization, an awareness, a revelation, an epiphany, an aha moment. It could be intuition, it could be our own it could be coming through our own intuition, or it could be through an external source. So new information, awareness is what that energy is about. And then on the 25th, Venus moves into the sign of Leo. Now, Venus loves to be in Leo. Venus is a planet of home, beauty, romance, love, and Leo energy is all about authentic self-expression. Venus is your ruling planet, by the way. So that is also influencing you in some way, Libra, because Venus is your ruling planet. But this is lovely energy because Venus loves to be in Leo. So this is happening on the 25th. Okay, so this could mean communication, conversations, reconciliation, beauty, love, romance, things like that. Amazing. So on the 28th, Uranus sextiles Neptune. So that is also lovely energy. This is, again, Uranus has to do with unconventional ideas, revolutionary ideas, and Neptune has to do with creativity, spirituality, our dreams. So this would mean, again, exploring new way of doing things, taking action, and moving towards our goals, our dreams, taking up a creative project, you know. Yeah. So that's what's happening in August. So from 11th onwards, things will start moving smoothly, because that's when we have all these favorable aspects happening in the sky. Again, this is collective energy. So how this is going to play out in your own individual life is something that you want to pay close attention to, so you can make the best of this energy coming your way. So plan your month accordingly. Okay. All right. And now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. Spirit, please give us a message for Libra. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Libra. So Libra, your message is back on task, number 39. Yeah, that totally goes with the Emperor card. This is where you are getting things done. For some, it may have something to do with career advancement, trainings, business, something to do with your business, or it could also be the way you are managing your everyday life. Managing is something that's coming through. So it could be something to do with your career, your professional life, or it could be your personal life. How you are managing yourself, your days, your emotions, your relationships is what's coming through this month for you. So let me read this out to you, Libra. Number 39. Be sure you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you are working on. All could use some fine tuning. Yes, that is something that I was talking about in the beginning of the reading. Some kind of structure needs to happen, routine, time management, resource management is what's coming through for you guys. You may benefit from there you go. You may benefit from reorganizing. Initially, getting organized takes some time, but once you have put things in place, you will find life becomes more efficient. Look at restructuring your routine, your commitments, or your home or work environment. Approach your life, activities, and goals in a methodical manner, and you will find you will feel less overwhelmed and anxious. You may feel more in control of your day-to-day activities. The belief of not having enough time is a limiting thought pattern. Reframe your thinking to include the idea that you have more than enough time. Fine-tune how you approach your day. Try to anticipate what you will need prior to needing it. Utilize the evening hours to your benefit. You may find you are able to think more clearly with less distractions and interruptions than during the day. Use the night time to prepare for the next day. You will be able to share any epiphanies with others after you are able to develop them. The squid is nocturnal and it sustains itself by finding what is hidden. The squid teaches greater adaptability in situations and the value of concealment until the moment is right. You may need to bring balance to your life and focus on your emotions. Look at how you are using your time. If you want to feel more accomplished and fulfilled, adjust your habits, routines. Waking up 5 minutes earlier or limiting the amount of time you spend on social media can really make a difference in creating the space for you to complete more of what you desire. Wow, that's amazing, because that's exactly what's coming through on the oracle cards and something that we already covered. Yes, managing, organizing, prioritizing, and these are the things that are coming through. And being proactive is also important. Yeah, something to do with something to do about um, information. So a situation that you are coming across, Libra, it's important to go beyond the surface appearances to understand what this means. Okay, what this is all about, because looks like this is where you are coming across some information and you might not like it, and so the tendency is to push back. But what I am seeing is this is actually helpful information. Okay, so you want to give it a, so hear them out, what they are talking about, and it's also important to give it some thought to really understand how this is going to be helpful for you. So that's important. And also, if there is something that you are coming across, like if you are coming across some new ideas and inspirational thoughts, it's important to again sit with it. You don't want to share it if it's not ready. Same goes for if there is something that you are working on. It could be relationships, it could be projects, something that's close to your heart, something that's important for you. Keep it to yourself, Libra. Okay, you don't want to let the whole world know. So maybe this is sacred energy. So you don't want to lose the holiness of that, whatever that means for you. Okay, so keep it to your heart, keep it to yourself. That's exactly what you are doing. You are keeping things to yourself. Amazing, lovely. Also remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well, and I hope you have a great month ahead. Please take good care of yourself. Okay, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye bye.